Since the death of Concord and the birth of the PS5 Pro, Sony has really been taking a shellacking from the gaming press.
£700, $700. Holy sh...
Wait, and you gotta buy the stands separately?
I almost started to ask the question, like, who's this made for?
No. No! No!
That's a hard sell, dude.
But are these soy boys justified, or is PlayStation just the next victim of cancel culture? Hey everyone, I'm West. Gaming Update's back, okay? But we're not talking about video games anymore, okay? Because that's baby shit. Now we're talking about adult shit, which is politics. I simply can't sit back and say nothing while these libtards are destroying PlayStation. You think it's okay to attack a company like that? Well, today I'll be taking these Redditors to task and proving that PlayStation has nothing to apologize for. So, on that note, let's talk about Concord. Concord, a hero shooter developed by Firewalk Studios and published by Sony, was released in late August of this year for the PlayStation 5 and PC. Concord is a 5v5 multiplayer FPS where teams of heroes called Free Gunners compete in space-themed battles. Or maybe I should say Concord was a 5v5 multiplayer FPS because the game was shut down 2 weeks after launch. Concord was first announced in May 2023 during a PlayStation Showcase event with a cinematic trailer. People really didn't like this trailer because it kind of gives the impression that they were making an uninspired, low-rent Guardians of the Galaxy game, when in reality they were making an uninspired, low-rent Overwatch game. The nerve. Did Sony spend hundreds of millions of dollars on a generic hero shooter just to shut it down 2 weeks after launch? Yes. Did they charge $40 for a game in a genre that's usually free? Yes. Was that a big mistake? I don't know. I mean, can you really blame them for not thinking this game wasn't going to pop off? Concord looks like Marvel made a movie starring the things from the French Olympic opening ceremony. Is it my cup of tea? No. I think it's lame and weird. But I, like PlayStation, also think that gamers are lame and weird. So really, I'm just as surprised as they are that this thing didn't pop off. Everyone's all bent out of shape over the $40 price tag. Like, oh, you really think gamers are dumb enough to pay $40 for a game in a genre that's usually free? Well, you guys bought Overwatch twice, so you're not exactly Mensa candidates, okay? You chuds will soy jack out over the same Call of Duty game year over year, but you won't fork over $40 to try this out? Listen, I'm not trying to victim blame here, okay? I'm just saying that PlayStation treats you like dummies because you are dummies, okay? For more insight into the decision-making process behind Concord, we have lead developer Bart HotPocket joining us live via Discord. Hey Bart, thanks for coming on the show. I understand it's probably been a tough few days for you.
Hey, sometimes you catch a dick in a zipper. Not all prostitutes have crabs, but this one did.
Okay, so how would you respond to criticisms that Concord was uninspired and the $40 price tag didn't make any sense?
I don't make sense. I make dollars. HotPocket, PatriotGrindset.com.
So are you doing an ad right now?
If you want a workout routine that makes even your wife's boyfriend jealous, visit HotPocket, PatriotGrindset.com. For a modest fee, you'll gain access to not mine, but this really jacked guy's personal workout plan. So if you want to get jacked like this other guy, come visit us at HotPocket, PatriotGrindset.com. That's HotPocket, PatriotGrindset.com. Bitcoin not accepted.
PlayStation continued its series of bad headlines the next week with a lackluster announcement of the PlayStation 5 Pro. The announcement, made by lead system architect Mark Cerny, showcased trivial improvements at a non-trivial cost.
For this, my favorite is the parade scene from Ratchet & Clank. Distant details are much clearer.
Well, yeah, I mean, how else are you going to see all those beautiful aliens? Listen, the fact of the matter is that if you want to see this kind of background detail, you need a higher performing console and a magnifying glass. And don't forget the PlayStation Spectral Super Resolution, or PISR. With PISR, PlayStation can use ChatGPT to fake the resolution in order to give you higher frame rates. And just to be clear, higher frame rates doesn't mean 60 FPS, okay? Because the developers need those FPS to push ray tracing. And I just know everyone's gonna have a bee in their bonnet over the ray tracing. Guys, listen, the ray tracing will continue until morale improves. Everyone thinks that video games are supposed to be an escape from reality, when actually they're meant to be a lecture about your current reality. Everyone loves Simpsons Hit and Run, but if this man pulled up next to you, would you get into his car? Everything Sonic is cool, but if you saw this thing in your backyard, you'd call the cops. The point is, everyone's been taking the wrong lessons from games, but if we can make everything hyper-realistic, that'll make it easier for us to take directions from the world's foremost thought leaders, game devs. The PS5 Pro is one step closer to realizing that vision, and honestly, if you can't fork over $700 for a console, that's your problem, buddy. Get your finances in order. Myself, I'm gonna be pre-ordering it right now. Okay, and check out, huh? Card declined. Insufficient funds? PlayStation is racist against white people.